Happy Vlogmas Day 2, blooper number 1, take 2. How about I recorded this whole segment and I had the microphone plugged in, but I didn't have the lava mic turned on. So there was no sound, not low sound, no sound. Okay? How about I didn't know it until I went to edit the video? Okay, so here is the beginning of the video, which I can't redo because now I done already opened the package. I opened the package. I was waiting for the man. That's what I said. I was waiting for the man to deliver my pink camouflage yarn, and he delivered it, and I jumped right on here. And let me tell you something. This is so soft. Like I just want to look. It's just so soft. This is so here. I don't even know what it says. It says, let me see. Joy Tag Chenille yarn is what it is, and it is 100 grams in weight and 93 yards. And I got it off of Amazon. I think it was $7.99 or $7 and some change. But anyway, this one skein can make up to 3 scrunchies, and depending on the type of what I want to say, where is it? Blah blah. Depending on the type of scrunchies you use, I use these. I wouldn't recommend them because see how they're flat? You want some round ones, and you want the ones without the metal piece. Now, mind you, even though this had the metal piece in it, once I did the scrunchie up, you can't even see the metal piece. You can't feel the metal piece or anything, even when I stretch it out. So, not to worry about the metal piece, but I wouldn't get them again. Look, I like my stuff to be, but I wouldn't get them again. But I like my stuff to be, 100%. So, but I'm not going to let these go to waste. They're they're super stretchy. That's for certain. But I am going to use these up, and then when I go to get another pack, I'm going to look for the round ones. And even if I can't find the round ones, I'm definitely not going to get the ones with this metal piece in them. But anyway, I'm loving this yarn. I can't wait to get started with this yarn. And y'all let me know, when you have Chenille yarn, can you take your yarn? Can you pull from the center of the yarn? Is that possible? I don't know. I don't think it is. If it is, let me know in the comments. What? So I couldn't find it, and what I didn't want to do was mess up this little tiny skein of yarn and be winding no yarn by hand. Because who don't have a yarn winder is me, and who didn't want to be yarning this by hand is me. Look, I don't have no time to play around. I got gifts to make. Okay, who y'all making gifts for? But anyway, I can't wait to get started on this yarn. I'm going to start on the scrunchie, and I'm going to show y'all in the video over here in this little empty space. See, I'll leave this little empty space here for y'all to see. And look, now y'all get to see my other side of my craft room. This is my nail tech side. Look, I sat here today because I need some support. If I sat over there, the chair's more comfortable, but I don't have no support. I need the table. I'm old. I need to put my elbows on something. Okay. So we got our loop, and take the scrunchie, go underneath, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And that's our first single crochet. Now, mind you, if you look at this scrunchie I got, see how it's not really a round scrunchie, it's a little flat there. I would recommend the round scrunchies if you can find them. I got these, I just snatched these up from the Dollar Tree months ago. And I wasn't even thinking at the time. But if I can recommend anything, get the round ones and get the ones that don't have this piece. Now, in the scrunchie that I made, I covered it up. And let me let you take a look on the scrunchie that I did in the camouflage. I covered it up pretty well. It's like, so if you look, you cannot see this little metal piece right here. You can't see it in here. Even when you stretch it out, you can't see it, nor can you feel it. Maybe it's because the yarn is so soft. I don't know, but But yeah, you can't see it or feel it. But I would recommend the round scrunchie because it doesn't twist up. Now I can't feel it twisting up, but while I was crocheting it, I could feel it twisting up. But now that it's all done, if it's twisted in here, I can't tell. Um, so anyway, it's all good though. We're making it work, right? That's what we do. So under, yarn over. What? Wait a minute. Under, yarn over, pull through. Let me save that one for last. Under, yarn over, pull through. Under, yarn over, pull through. Under, yarn over, pull through. And these are all single crochets. And there's no specific number. Every scrunchie is not the same. So what you're going to do is you're just going to keep putting single crochets into this scrunchie until the whole thing is full. And when you reach the end of putting your single crochets on the scrunchie, you're going to kind of stretch the scrunchie out. Now, when I get there, I'll let you know, but I'm going to give you this. So you're going to pull it like this, and then you're going to see how these are stretching out a little bit. So you're going to pull them back like this and fill in the empty space until there's when you pull it a little bit, there's no empty space, just a little bit, not a lot. So you're just going to do single crochets until you fill up the empty space. So for me, it might be, who knows, 35. For you, it might be 40. For somebody else, it might be 25. It's really going to depend on the scrunchie, the shape of the scrunchie. Some scrunchies are larger than others because I feel like this scrunchie, I've gotten scrunchies that are bigger than this one. But anyway, this one is fine and it's doing the job. I did get it from the Dollar Tree, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. So I'm just going all the way around with my single crochets. Uh-oh. See how my yarn is slipping off the hook here? Slippery Sally. I'm doing my single crochets all the way around, pull through. Under, yarn over, pull over, yarn over, pull through. Go under, yarn over. When you yarn over again, pull through. And we're just going to keep doing that until it's full. And then after a while, this is just a mindless crochet. I don't even have to look to do this. And I could keep going. And look how fast it's working up. See how fast it's working up? And we're just going to keep going until it's done. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm really taking a liking to this pink camouflage. Now, everybody always gets the other camouflage, and I just thought it would be something different, and I thought it would look super cute in a scrunchie. And I don't know how many of you out there might have different color camouflage. Camouflage doesn't just come in the regular brown, green, and black, but they have other shades, and pink is one of them. Pink is a common one. So, and then I like pink too. So that's what made me get it, and I wanted to do a scrunchie in it. We'll see how it works up. Although I don't think there'll be any problem with the way it works up because the yarn is just beautiful. I like the yarn. I got the yarn off of Amazon. I think the yarn was $7, which is not a lot, but I mean, not a little. Let me see if I could tell you how many yards on there. So, it's 100 grams, 93 yards. So I think out of one of these balls of yarn, I was able to get 2 3/4 of a scrunchie, or 2 and almost 3 scrunchies, but not quite. But again, it's really going to depend on what scrunchie you have. You know what I'm saying? How many ruffles. Now after I'm finished this, I go back through and put 3 treble crochets in each stitch. You might decide you don't want yours to be as full and put 2 treble crochets in each stitch. If you put 2 treble crochets in each stitch, it won't be as full, but you'll probably be able, you'll probably be able to get uh 3 scrunchies out of one ball. Not probably, you will be able to get 3 scrunchies out of one ball. You might even be able to get uh 4. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And see how fast that's working up? Aside from all the slipping off the stitch, off the crochet needle. And it's so smooth that it just, slips right off. Never mind the fact that fumble, I have fumble fingers over here today. But anyway, I'm unwinding the yarn. And so see how my scrunchie is all filled up. I don't know how many double, but if I pull it a little bit, see how there's some space right there? So I'm just going to make some space right there, and I'm going to fill that space in. So that means when you're using the scrunchie, when you pull it, you don't want to be able to see any of the black scrunchie. You want all the space to be filled up. And trust me, the ruffles that you do on this scrunchie is not going to take as long as it takes on a ruffle hat. Okay? Because on a ruffle hat, it takes forever. I think it takes me 3 times as long to do the ruffles on a ruffle hat that it takes me just to do the hat alone, which is crazy to me. So, i.e., ruffle hats for me is not fun. But I do like them, but they're not fun. Not the ruffle part. Not on a hat. So, we're going. I hope I'm not off screen here. Am I off screen? I'm off screen, scream. I can't hear you. Anywho, so here we go. But anyway, I really do like this. But look at it. Don't these colors look great together? I really wish there was feel-o-vision and you can just feel this through the screen. Because it feels so good, right? But anyway, so I hope everybody's Vlogmas is going along well. If you're doing Vlogmas, are you doing Vlogmas? If so, let me know in the comments so I could check you out. And are you crocheting gifts for your family members? What are you making for them? I got 6 family members that I'm doing stuff for. I have 3 adult kids and 3 grandkids. Okay? 2 girls and a boy, the adult kids, and 3 boys, 3 little boys. 13, 3, 3 and 3. 1, 3 will be 4 at the end of this month. So 3 and 4. 3 and 3. So the little boys, I'm making sweaters. So I'm assuming they should work up quick because they're little. My middle daughter, I'm making her a Mickey Mouse granny square sweater. She's extra small, so that should work up quick. But yeah, tune in for later in the week with that. I'm I'm having mixed feelings about that. I'm working on the Mickey Mouses now, but oh boy, that's all I have to say about that. Anywho, my oldest daughter, I'm making her a blanket. My oldest grandson, I'm making him a Dolphins blanket. And my son, I really hadn't planned on making him anything except for the fact that if I make everybody else something, he gonna be like, how come you ain't make me anything? So I'm gonna make him a hat and scarf. And he'll love it because I made it. Okay. So now if you pull this out, all the space is all closed up. I'm really making space here. I'm gonna add one more. But I don't I'm trying to do a double crochet. Wait a minute. No double crochet, single crochet. Yeah, might as well get that little tail in there. We don't want to do no weaving, right? And so I'm just going to connect this, do a slip stitch and connect it. Ta-da! We're connected. There we go. Right? And now I'm going to do the treble crochet. So I'm going to chain 3 first. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to yarn over twice. Go in. I'm going, and before I go in, let me come back out. I'm going in the same hole as I did this chain 3. So I'm going to do 2 treble crochets here. This is going to count as 1. And I'm doing 2 in there, okay? So I yarned over twice. I'm going in, pull through, yarn over, pull off 2, yarn over, pull off 2, yarn over, pull off the last 2. Yarn over twice, back in the same hole. Yarn over, pull off 2, yarn over, pull off 2, yarn over, pull off the last 2. And it just slipped off my hook again. So I have my 3 treble crochets in that stitch. Now you have to be careful when you're doing this because you can barely see the stitches. So you're going to have to feel for the stitches. Like, cause I'm looking at it and I can't see the stitches. So if I even bring this up to the camera for you, look, I can't see them here. So anyway, here's the next stitch, I think. Is this the next stitch? Dun, 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 dun. I think this is the next stitch in here. So I'm going to yarn over 2 and we're going to go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Look at here. There's a knot in here already. Let me clip this knot off. So that's another thing. When you clipping this, make sure you have some sharp scissors because there's going to be a little bit of fuzzy stuff going on. I don't know if you can see little fuzzies flying, but yarn over, pull up the last 2. Okay, that was my first treble crochet into that stitch. See, I put my little fingernail through there so we can see the hole. So I'm kind of keeping my fingernail in there so I can see where the hole is. So I'm yarning over 2 times, back through the hole, yarn over, pull off 2, yarn over, pull off 2, yarn over, pull off 2. Then I'm going to do that again. Yarn over twice, back through the hole, yarn over, pull off 2, yarn over, pull off 2, yarn over, pull off the last 2. And there's my 3 treble crochets into that next stitch. And then I'm going to go into the next stitch. So I'm going to continue this all the way around. I know y'all don't want to see me do this, but I'm going to continue these ruffles all the way around. And trust me, they are going to work up so quick. It's going to be like, really? You done already? But let me unwind my yarn. So those are the gifts that I'm planning for my kids. That's what the plan is. Now we hope I get it done. Now, who won't be staying up on Christmas Eve to crochet presents is me because I'm gonna be at their house. We all gonna be together on Christmas Eve. So I ain't gonna be able to stay up Christmas Eve to crochet no presents that I waited to the last minute or still doing. So my Christmas Eve will probably be the Christmas Eve before the day before Christmas Eve. So I have 2 more treble crochets for this hole. So that's my plan, but I would like to know what you guys are making for your family. Is it something easier? Is it something I can switch off and do too? Let me know. Tell me in the comments, please. I feel like I picked the hardest stuff. But anyway, I love them and I appreciate them and I want to show it by making them something for Christmas. Through the crochet with crochet. So I got my fingernail in there. I'm pushing these through. So anyway, so as Vlogmas goes on, what will you guys like to see me do? Is there anything in particular that I can do for you? Look, that we can have fun and laugh at me doing? I don't know. Let me know. Now, mind you, later on I'm going to show you how I put together uh the Mickey Mouse for the get my thoughts together. For the granny squares for my daughter's sweater because I'm it's not an applique. I'll say so. I'm not sewing the Mickey Mouse on the outside of the granny squares. All right, well, clearly I ran out of space on my camera. So I'm just gonna come back and show you when I'm done, okay? But anywho, one more double crochet. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you how I put together the Mickey Mouse. So we're sewing the Mickey Mouse into the granny square. So we're square. We're crocheting a square around the Mickey Mouse. So I'm super excited on how that's gonna even turn out, come out. Uh-oh, I went in the wrong hole. This means I got a frog one. I got a frog one. I got to pull one out. Yeah, so anyway, I did draw it out on my tablet first. So I'll show you the picture, how I put the Mickey Mouse together. I did use a tutorial of somebody on, I can't even remember the lady's name, that I used that showed me how to do the Mickey Mouse. I did modify it a little bit because when she attached her ears, the ears weren't joining smoothly. Like there was a lump between the ear and the face of Mickey Mouse. So I decided to modify that part, and instead of crocheting the ear onto the face, I because you're making 3 circles, the bigger circle and the smaller circles for the ears, and then you're attaching them. So what I did was I did an invisible stitch to attach the ears, and it gave it a more polished look, which I like much better. Um, although that way seems to be more time consuming, as if I have time. but but anyway, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Look, and don't mind my background. I know I said I'd let y'all see my nail tech side. So this is the nail tech side. If I sit on the other side, I gotta sit in a shorter chair. I want Although that chair is more comfortable, I just need to, put my elbows on the table while I'm crocheting. I don't crochet in my lap. I need support. Support. My elbows are getting old. They need help. We need help. So I'm getting help from my desk here. And y'all get to see my nail side. I'll give you a tour one day. One day. So you can see what I'm doing on the other end. On the other side of my craft. One side's craft, one side's nail tech. I make press-on nails. I have a press-on nail website. I even have a nail channel that I religiously do not post on, but one day maybe I'll get back to it. Now I have a lot of tutorials of shorts from old nail art that's on there that you're welcome to go visit, and it's the same as this channel, except it's called Devanye Nails. This one is Devanye Crochet, and I'm Devaney. I came up with the name because people, when I was growing up, people used to call me Devani. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to name it as a spinoff as the way people say my name wrong, but I tried to give it a little flair. So instead of Devani, I call it Devanye. Devanye Crochet, Devanye Nails. And there you have it. Devanye was born, was birthed. So that's what's going on over here. But this scrunchie is super easy to do. I'm clearly taking my time. I'm not big on clearly, as you could tell, chewing gum and walking at the same time. Well, I am, but I'm not chewing gum. I'm trying to crochet, so crochet and talking at the same time is not really my strong suit. I'm trying to make it my strong suit, but it's not my strong suit. But you know, I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. Look, hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. Give me some tips and tricks. How do I do it? Look, I guess maybe if I wasn't working with this velvet yarn, it'd be a little bit easier. Because on this velvet yarn, you know, you can't really see the stitches. So it's like I can't even look away. I can't even look away at you guys because I gotta look at what I'm doing. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna come back and it's gonna be done. And then we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let you say it. I'm back and I'm done. How quick was that? So look at what we have here. And this little end, this is not going to fit in my darning needle. I'm not going to try to force it in my darning needle. But what I did with this one, all I did was weave it in and out the stitches right here. So I weaved it with my fingernail. I just poked it in and out because the colors change anyway. So it just until it was all the way in. I just I'm gonna weave it in with my fingernails all the way down here until it's not there anymore, until we can't see it anymore. But look how cute it is. Isn't that so cute? So here is the regular camouflage one, and here is the pink camouflage one. Won't they make cute gifts, grab bags, stocking stuffers? I don't know. If you do like me, I get a gift bag and put everything in the gift bag and something to throw in the gift bag. Isn't that so cute? Look, I almost wish I had long hair again. Look, if you look at some of my videos, you'll see sometimes my hair is short, sometimes my hair is long. When it's long, I say I'm not gonna cut it. When I cut it, I say I'm not gonna let it grow. When I perm it, I say I'm not gonna go natural. When I go natural, I say I'm not gonna perm it again. So I'm not gonna say what I'm not gonna do, but I am ready for it to grow back. I miss it. I don't miss doing it, but I miss it. But look at the camouflage scrunchies. They are so cute. You have to make some. You have to make some. I'll even you could just I don't even have to link it. You could just Google pink camouflage velvet yarn in Amazon and it'll come up. But it was $7.99. But I think it's worth it because it's so soft. It's so soft and it feels good. And I can't wait to give them as gifts. I hope they like them. If they don't, so what? You better act like you like. If they don't, so what? They better act like they like them. Okay? And even if you don't want to give them as a gift, velvet yarn plus a scrunchie equals a big confidence booster. Because how cute are these that I crocheted up in no time? And look how good they look. Okay? So, crochet you some scrunchies and give them away if you're not going to use them. Okay? Happy crocheting!